Okay, so I've done the painting, although I'm going to give it a second coat, and of course it needs the other side doing yet. I've only done that one side, so the back of it needs painting, and then I'll probably give it another coat as well. But there's my little fence, and I'll put these little tops on the top of the pole, because when I get it fixed in, I've got somewhere to rest my cup on. So when I come out in the garden and have a cup of tea or something, I can rest my cup on the top of it, because I couldn't do that with the old post. I tried and it was very dodgy and wobbly. So anyway, so that's why I put those little tops on the end of the poles, like, so that like I say, I can stick my cup on then when I come out, somewhere to put my cup. A little handy cup holder. Oh dear. Right, look, Spot's dozing in the garden. Hello, Spotty. You alright, son? What are you doing then? You chilling out, son? Hey? You chilling out? Alright. Right, okay, so I'm going to give you a quick guided tour of my house now. So, here we go. Right, so this obviously is my computer, as you can see, and my little desk. I found this desk outside. You see this desk here, right? Well, this desk was out my front door, and it had been there for like weeks, and it was in the winter time. It was a good couple of years ago now, and it was just out in the snow, and it had been there for ages, and I didn't know if somebody had just chucked it out or what, but you know, I thought, wow, that would make a really handy desk. So I thought, right, I'm taking that indoors. Nobody seems to be claiming it, and you get that a lot around here. Well, not just around here, you get it lots of different places, but you know, what people will do is, because countless times I walk down the road down there, you know, down out that way, down Kellett Road and places like that, and people put stuff outside. I mean, the other day, in fact, in Kew, when I was at Kew, and I was walking down some of the side roads there, and somebody had left these two wicker chairs outside, metal actually, but with wicker seats, like, and they just left it and it says please take. Do you know what I mean? So people do that at times, you know, they put stuff out. There was no note with that though, I must admit. There was no notice saying like please take, or you know, whatever. And people dump stuff all the time. I'm telling you, they dump it outside our house all the time. Do you know what I mean? All sorts of things, old vacuum cleaners, all sorts of flipping things. You know, some of them probably obviously not working, some may be working, some that you just need a, you know, you could fix it if you're that way inclined, like, you know what I mean? So I thought to myself, well, do you know what? It's sat there, it's been sat there for weeks, nobody seems to be claiming it. The snow came, it got covered in snow. I thought, it's going to get ruined, do you know what I mean? It's going to rot away or whatever. So I thought, well, nobody seems to be claiming it, so I'm going to have it. And I've had it ever since. That thing there is useless. I hate that thing. It's a chest of drawers, obviously, but I got it from Argos. And again, for the people who are not familiar with Argos, it's a place where you can buy lots of stuff. It's like they don't actually have shops in the traditional sense. You don't have a showroom or whatever and all that. What it is just like you've got a counter there. You order through the catalogue thing, and then the stuff comes from upstairs. That's stored in the upstairs or whatever, comes down on a conveyor belt. Anyway, you know, whatever. The thing is, so that, like I say, I got that. It's cheap and cheerful. Well, too cheap, I think, because those drawers are useless. As you notice, you might be able to see that they're all wonky, because the runners of the drawers are made out of plastic, and I don't know what exactly that was designed for, whether it was for clothes or whatever. I mean, I've got all sorts of flipping things in that. Do you know what I mean? I don't use it for clothes, I use it for all sorts of stuff. In fact, the top drawer, and I've had to reinforce this drawer because that's all my tools. I've got all my tools in there, hammers, nails, flipping all sorts of fuses, batteries. It's the blokes, you know, what blokes have that, you know, we have a little tool shed, or mine's a tool drawer, because I don't have a shed. So anyway, right, okay, that's my stereo. There's my speakers to my stereo. So it's quite loud, they're quite big, quite cheap them as well actually, those two speakers. I've got one over there as well, next to where the chair is, and I think they cost me 25 quid for the pair of them, if I remember rightly, which is not bad. Right, so this is a painting I did ages and ages ago of two dancers. It might not look what's name, but it's two dancers. That's my mum. That's a picture of my mum, who sadly is no longer with us. She was 82 when she passed. That's one of my polystyrene skulls. I like skulls. I find them interesting. I guess it's the artist in me that I like shape and form and all the rest of it, sort of thing. You know what I mean? And there's famous painting. Well, picture. That's the painting I did, but I mean it's a famous picture, iconic picture of oh, for crying out loud, his name's escaping me. It's because I'm trying to think of a million things at once. Oh, for crying, Einstein, flipping it. That took some digging out, didn't it? God, blimey. Right, there's my CD collection. I've got all sorts of music in there. I've got mostly trance and dance, which I'm really into because I love my trance and dance music. And I've got some chill out stuff. I've got U2. I've got some Irish music, Celt music, Scottish music. I've got some 80s stuff, Police, War of the Worlds. I've got some African chill out, Buddha chill out. I've got all sorts of. I just love music, and I've got a very eclectic, as you can see, collection of music. But like I say, my first love, and the majority, is trance and dance because I love electronic music, and that's what I'm into. That's what I grew up with. Sort of Gary Newman was the first thing that I was really into when I was about 15. And as you can see, I've got some little knickknacks on the shelf here, bits and bobs. Buddha, I like my Buddha things, and then obviously my collection of books, which again has got all sorts of different things, mostly to do with the mind and science. You'll find that most of them, there's a lot of art books as well. There's some story books, James Herbert, Space Cam, that's fantastic, a book about the universe there. There's other stuff down here. I've got a Bible down there as well, art books, a book about Manchester, where I come from. So that's all my sort of book collection. Stories, people's personal stories, stuff like that. I've got a thesaurus because I need one of them because I'm dyslexic, so it comes in very handy for me. That's my printer there, by the way. I didn't know if I mentioned that. Little sort of shelf thing with all sorts of stuff on there. My little remote control helicopter, CDs, stuff like that. That's my filing cabinet. I'll quickly show you the state of it. My filing system is not the best in the world. It's just chuck it in there. That's my filing system. Just chuck it in. If it's paperwork, chuck it in there. And the bottom drawer, actually, that is full of electronic equipment. So like old cameras, video cameras, and PA system, stuff like that, what have you. So yeah, okay. What else can I say? More knickknacks down here, more Buddhas. There's the creepy hand, of course. Remote control car. Okay, so what else can I show you? Right, these are my sort of certificates for some of the courses and things I've done. That's about raising awareness of personality disorder. That's the KUF. This is dialectical behaviour therapy. That's a photocopy of the check when I sold my painting, one of my paintings in my first solo exhibition. So that's that there. That's a picture of me when I was about 6, I think, 6 or 7, maybe 6. And the little baby in the walker is my cousin, whose name escapes me right now because I've not seen for years. And the little girl is our Dawn. That's my niece. That's my niece. Right, what else can I show you? Look, skeletons again. I'm into all my skeleton things and love all that sort of stuff. Don't know why, just That's me, I guess. Right, okay, let's have a little look on this side. So there's one of my Bob Marleys. These are all these paintings that you see in here, by the way, are all mine. They're all my work. That's my A-level certificate for art. There's another sort of self-portrait of me. There's a little notice board that I don't use anymore because I use my calendar instead. This is my cat's climbing frame thing. I don't know what you call it actually, but you know, the thing that you get for cats, that it's a sort of scratching post and place where they can sit. But he doesn't use it anymore. He did when I first bought it, but you know, typical cat. Do you know what I mean? You buy them all these nice toys and stuff. They might play with it for a little while, and then they seem to grow bored of it, and then they don't use it again. He might use it again at some point, probably, possibly. You also might notice I've got a collection of sort of stuffed toys like this. That's my Taz on a well, I don't know if it's not a skateboard. I don't know what, maybe a snowboard thing or something. Maybe snowboarding. Oh, and the picture down there, that's a painting I did of the Avatar. I know some of these might be difficult to see because they're behind glass and it's reflecting. That is of a homeless guy. That's on a metre square piece of plywood. I did that again from another photograph that I found, and then just did my own version of it. And then those pencil drawings there, painting again of me, and that one with the glasses is the film director whose name escapes me for a moment. Can't remember his flipping name. This I bought from Camden Market. It's a little like street sign thing saying Brixton on it. I thought that was really cool. I like that. This is a photo. I did this from a photograph I took of a guy. He don't come round at the moment, but maybe he'll come round again. But he used to play this drum set in the middle of the street, in the Brixton High Street, and he was really good. This guy is awesome. I've got a couple of his CDs. He's really awesome. I just love the guy. He's fantastic. Really cool. There's my calendar, like I say, and that's why I don't use the notice board anymore, because I've got this big calendar. I can write stuff on it and make notes and stuff, and so I know what I'm going, where I'm going, and when, and what have you. Right, this is my kitchen. The kitchens in this estate where I'm on have all recently been done. So the council, because this is a council flat that I'm in, I pay rent to the council and what have you, blah blah blah. This is all my stuff: my fridge, my microwave, my toaster, my cupboards. That's the new boiler. You notice everything's white in here, mostly, for the most part anyway. And there's my freezer full of chocolate, because I love my chocolate, and chips and fish, because I'm a northerner. At the moment the fridge is a little bit bare. I need to do some more shopping soon, but that's my fridge. Don't know how interesting or boring that was. I'll just show you the inside of one of my cupboards. See, there's all my food in my cupboard. So I've got plenty of food. It's not like I'm short of food or anything. I've got lots of food. There's my washing machine, and I built that little shelf so I could put all my, the washing up liquid and sprays and all that sort of stuff, and that little shelf there as well, with the little plant that I bought from my shop. I like knickknacks. I like a few knickknacks. I don't like too many. I don't want to overdo it, but I like little knickknacks, little things, little quirky things that you find. So, and there's my cooker, there's my kettle, my tea and coffee and sugar. So there's my kitchen. Let's say, as you can see, it's nice and clean. I tried to keep it that way as well. So yeah, that's my kitchen. Okay, so let's now go into the hallway. It's a weird hallway, because what it is, I've got this little hallway, and the bathroom's over there, and my bedroom's here, and obviously this is the living room where I've just come out of. And the thing is that you see I've got this little hallway, and then you go in here, and I'll just show you this quickly. Just turn that light on, otherwise you'll never see anything. Right, so if you look in here, I've got another hallway. There's my front door. So I've got this other sort of hallway. I painted this. I did all this. This is my decoration. And you see this wall here. I have shown this wall before, but because this is a new vlog that I'm doing, walkabout of my house. I don't know if people can see that, or how clearly you can see it, but basically I painted that. That's all me painting. Again, experimenting with different, you know, using just brushes and a stick that I found as well. Just doing all sorts of things. I was trying to make it look slightly like plants and flowers, organic kind of thing. Again, another little painting by me. Another little knick-knack of a mushroom. I very rarely use this entrance. I always go out the back gate because it's a lot easier, a lot more convenient, and I've actually lost the keys to the front door. And I've been meaning to get round to getting some new ones sorted, but anyway, I'll do that at some point. There's all my old coats. Very rarely wear any of those anymore. Maybe I should start giving some of these things away. There's some that I want to keep, but... And there's some more of my paintings, by the way. These ones I didn't show on the first video. I've just done a video about my paintings. I didn't show these ones because some are wrapped up, as you can see, and they're just so big. It'd be just real awkward to get them all out. There's some more there. Like I say, I didn't show these ones because they're so big and cumbersome, and I just didn't really relish the prospect. It was bad enough getting the ones out that are in that cupboard there. That's where the other ones are. So, and like I say, you can see there's two other pieces of canvas here. Anyway, and these are little. This is my little blackboard that I made. I made this myself. Got some blackboard paint that actually is, you know, you use for blackboards to make a blackboard with, and it's just little. Again, it's just something to ponder on. Anyway, right. Sorry, hang on. I'll just. Right. So, this is my bedroom / art room. Oh, there's that photograph, by the way, of the guy doing the drums. I don't know how well you can see that again because of the reflection, because it's laminated. But that's what the pencil drawing is based on that you saw just before. This is another little art project that I was doing. This is a set of little blocks. They're individual blocks of canvas. And there's another idea that was, like I say, I've got loads of ideas for different paintings and what have you. And there's my collection of masks. I bought most of these for Halloween, but other times for different things as well. And that one there, I painted that one myself because I got these set of blank paper mache. Well, I don't know if they're paper mache, but sort of cardboardy paper masks, and you know, I'm going to do my own designs on them. So that's my collection of masks. My werewolf one. That's pretty cool. I love the werewolf one. Right. Okay. So now you can see I've got a world map because that's another thing I love. I love maps. I do, especially world maps and that. And I love trying to find places on it and where's such and such a place and this, that, and the other. So Silky, you're up here somewhere. I'm not sure, it's a bit small and a bit high up for me to be able to pinpoint you exactly, but you're obviously up there somewhere. And Adam, you're down here somewhere. Oh, hang on, no, wait, which side are you on? Oh, I can't remember if it's east or west coast now. Well, anyway, you're somewhere there, I believe. Anyway, right, so that's you see these bags, get these from the art shop. When I get my art materials, and again they've got little bits and bobs in them for possible art projects when I get round to them eventually. I will get round to them at some point. Right, so this is my desk for my art equipment and stuff. This is where I'll do a lot of my drawing and painting. And there's some more of my artwork up there. And I love this as well. I don't know if you've seen this, but it says, "I'm not bossy, I just have better ideas." I just thought that was really funny. But my funniest one, I love this here. And I think you girls will appreciate this. "Grow your own dope, plant a man." Sorry guys, I think that's hilarious. I really do. Oh dear. Now look at this. This is another thing. I love photographs like this. You see this? This is a person. I love the fact that the human body can create such amazing shapes like that. Hence why I did that one of the man with his head in his hands, cross-legged. Like I say, I love the fact that the human body can make. You know, when dancers dance and the way they, I just love all that movement. And anyway, so like there's my other little thing, a pair of old trainers that I cut in half and then stuck to the wall. So it looks kind of like somebody's feet are sticking out of the wall. And look, there's the other. That was the backs of them. This is the front of them. Another quirky little thing. I have these really mad ideas for little things, and I try them out. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. You know. Oh, and some more of my paintings there in the corner. That's where that 9/11 picture is as well. But again, I'm not going to start getting it all out right now. See, look at the shape of that. That is a person. And they've just got their hands in front of them. I love the shape that they create. You see, and there's the one that was on the canvas. You see, that's the basic shape of it. And there's a dancer, picture of the dancer, which you've seen the painting just then. But you see, I love all this stuff. I love the human body. This is mine. This is one I did, of photographs of myself, and then put different effects on the photographs. Because like I say, I love experimenting with the human figure, the human body. It's quite incredible the way you can, you know, the human body can create amazing shapes. Now this one is a famous photograph done by a photojournalist back in the 60s. I don't know if this guy is still with us or not, if he's still alive. Not the actual, because I don't know if you can make that out, because it's weird when you first see that picture, especially if you see the original photograph. It's hard to distinguish that that's a human being lying on the floor to begin with, because he seems to merge with the flipping floor almost. You know what I mean? It looks like a pile of rags or something at first, and then you realise it's a human being, and then you wonder, is he dead or is he alive? But apparently he was a homeless guy that was asleep. And I just think it's such a powerful image. I really do. Just amazing. Do you know what I mean? And that was back in the 60s. You know, obviously homelessness has got a lot worse since then. But do you know what I mean? Look at that poor fellow, man. I mean, you look at that, and think about it. I mean, it does look like he merges with the ground. Do you know what I mean? He looks like a pile of dirt or pile of. Do you know what I mean? And it's like, wow. Do you know what I mean? It's like, I don't know. It's like then people don't see a human being anymore, and I don't know. I can't articulate what I'm trying to say right now, but I mean that is a powerful image, and it really, I find it very, very emotional and very powerful, to be quite honest. And I, obviously, because of my own experiences, I really connect with it. I really do. So, but anyway, I'm trying to do a rendition of it in paint. I've got an outline. I've done the sketch. I've sketched an outline. Don't know how well that's picking up on there. But that's been sat there for months because I can't motivate myself at the moment. I keep promising myself, right, next weekend comes and I'm doing something else instead. Anyway, right, look, and this is, again, it's me trying some of this graffiti style. I'm not a graffiti artist, I don't pretend to be, and therefore it's just my idea for one. I don't know if you can see what it says. It says Art Rocks, so I thought that was quite cool. I mean, I know I'm not saying it's, you know, people that do this all the time are a million times better than mine, so I don't pretend to, you know what's, and it's the only one I've ever done anyway, so it's not like I say, I don't do them on a regular basis or anything. It's just like I say, I like trying different ideas, different medium. I like experimenting. I like to try different things. There's another one of my Bob Marleys. I used to have 4 Bob Marleys altogether, and 2 have been sold. There's another. That's another picture of me. Another painting of me. Again, trying to get this shape thing, do these shapes with the human body. Right, okay, there, by the way, is my collection of DVDs. I've got about 400 DVDs. There's loads of them that go right in the back of that little cabinet down the glass doors there as well. So, but a lot of it, again, is sci-fi and horror. They're my favourite genres. There is some other different types of genre in there as well. But again, if you went through them, you'd find that the vast majority of my DVD collection is either horror or sci-fi, because they're my favourites. There's my little collection of shoes, and I've got some more underneath the chair as well there. Right, so like I say, this is my bedroom, and look, you see, look, little knickknacks again. You see the little Roman soldier there, and the little skull. And a squeezable brain. Let me show you this. I love this. This is so funny. Right, look. You see, look. It's a brain. But it's one like those stress balls, but it's in the shape of a brain. And you squeeze it. Oh, that's so cool. I love it. A squeezable brain. Give your brain a squeeze. And I've got a globe as well. Look. Little globe. I love globes. I want to get a proper full-size globe at some point, but they're not cheap. But that's another thing I love. I love globes. But again, it's squeezable, look. See, I've got the whole world in my hands and I can give it a squeeze. Oh, sorry, I'm just being silly. Right, okay. So, that's got all sorts of bits and bobs in here, like I say. My glue guns down there, my laminator. I've got loads of stuff. Right, some more stuffed toys you see there. Little dog, little beagle character, and this tiger. That's my tiger who sleeps on the bed with me at night. So there he is. He has got a name actually. I call him Marmalade, because that's what he reminded me of. He reminds me of Marmalade. Oh dear. But yeah, so that's Marmalade. Sadly, his head's on it's coming off. You can't see that right now, but thing is that where his fur is around his neck, there's a massive big split all the way around, and I've had him for years and years. I've had him. Oh god, I had him before I even moved in here, and I've been in my flat 6 years. It'll be 6 years this October, so. You know, I've had him a long time, and sadly over time his head is starting to come away from his body, and I have no idea how to get him fixed, to be quite honest. I wouldn't like to try myself, I might make it worse. Right, okay, so this is my bathroom. This is the final room. I don't know how long this vlog's been going on for. Right, so this is my bathroom. Again, I did all the painting for it. I'm not saying it's brilliant. I know I'm sure I could have done a lot better job, but and that's just a mess, because I was just messing about and I was bored and I wanted to change the colour of the wall, but I never got round to it. So now it's just a bit of an eyesore, really. So there's my shower, which just lately in the last couple of weeks I've been fighting with, because the I don't know what you call this bit. Yeah, oh, I better be careful. I don't want it to drop on the floor again like it did before and break again. I've spent nearly about, I don't know, 30-40 quid on this, trying to fix it. It's now fixed, I'm glad to say. I've now got it sorted, apart from the fact that I can't get it to sit in this thing anymore, because it's a different shower head, and it won't fit in there. And I've tried leaving it like that, and it fell on the floor and it broke the original new one that I bought. One of these, I don't know what you call this thing. What is that called? Shower hose? Oh, I don't know. Anyway, whatever it is, you know, the thing that obviously connects the shower head from the source of the water. And like I say, it fell on the floor and it split the thing, and it, you know, I had to get another one again. Anyway, cut long story short, I've got it fixed now, so it's all fixed and it's all cool. So, right. Okay, so that essentially, people, is my house. Oh, and by the way, I think if you may have noticed, this is a walk-in shower thing, so I love this. A wet room, I guess you call it. I love that. I love the fact that I've got a shower rather than a bath. I much prefer showers. Right, okay, so I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to check these back and see what it looks like. Hope you enjoyed the tour of my house. And I'll catch you guys soon, and hopefully when I get out and about again, I'll hopefully go. I'm going to go somewhere soon, a little trip out somewhere, and try and find something to film. Okay, catch you guys later. Bye for now. Bye.